Hello everyone, my name is Joey and I'd like to introduce you to Ultraman's Adventure Van. I will start by explaining how I ended up with this particular vehicle. We'll get more into the Ultraman name and that kind of stuff later on. This is just an introductory to the van. As you can probably guess, I am an endurance athlete. I like to compete in ultra marathons, which actually has been quite a while since I have. But I do triathlons, lots of road racing. So it's always been an idea to have something that I could use as a vehicle to carry all my gear and, whenever possible, stay on site at some of these events, especially when I'm doing trail races and ultra marathons. The opportunity for camping at the site's always been good. I love traveling. Have done a lot of camping in the past, but what I was looking for was something that I could use as a base for camping. Um, I'm coming up on retirement in a little over a year if things go well, maybe earlier, but we're looking at about a year. So in the meantime, there's not much opportunity for long trips, but I can do lots of frequent 3-day weekends, week-long trips, and every now and then between before I do retire. So I was kind of looking at beyond the next year and what do I foresee in retirement, and that does involve quite a bit of travel. So I was considering, I've looked into a lot of RVs as an option, and that really isn't an option. For one thing, they're just way too overpriced for my budget. Um, so if I was to get one, I would have probably liked the ones that are built on the full-size van platform, simply for the ease of parking, ease of driving. I really had no desire to ever get a large RV. My parents did a lot of traveling and they moved up from smaller to Class Bs to full-size motorhomes. So I had a lot of experience traveling and riding around and staying with them on occasion in those motorhomes. But for my own needs, I looked at possibly getting a camping trailer, pull it behind a pickup truck, but I really had no desire to be hauling a camper around for many reasons. So another option was to get a truck camper to put on a pickup truck bed, and I actually had looked at one, was about to go and talk to them about buying that, but on further thought, that just wasn't what I wanted right now. Other than it had a nice living space inside for one person, but then there was really no way to carry much gear or anything without a lot of trouble. So I even looked at maybe getting a pickup truck with a camper top and putting a rooftop tent on it. They make some really nice rooftop tents nowadays, but there again, whenever I looked at what I really wanted to do and my needs, I just ended up coming back to the van. I looked at trying to find a full-size van, but in fact, I had found one that I was able to go take a look at, but somebody had already made an offer on it and they bought it. It was a really nice Nissan 2500 van, full-size van with the high top, and it had very low mileage considering how old it was, and was in really great shape. So I'm not surprised that the person that beat me to it went through on the deal. So there was no rush, but I kept shopping around and pretty much decided that I would go with the small cargo van. I looked at some Transit Connects, and this is a Ram ProMaster City here. And but there was no rush to buy anything, but I kept searching online through different sites, Car Gurus, Cars.com, sites like that. And one day this one just popped up. So I'll stop talking about that now, and I'll get up and I'll show you a tour. So I found this van at a dealership about 100 miles from home. It only had 36,000 miles on it, so it's 2017, and it was in great shape. So I made an appointment to go see it immediately. And one of the things that jumped out about this one, this is a Ram ProMaster City, by the way, is the fact that it had windows on the passenger and driver side over what would be the back seat area if it was a passenger van, you can see. But I drove cargo vans for work for about 3 years in the past, so I really liked that this one had the visibility out the sides and also through the rear windows. That were a big factor in that, was the color and the visibility safety issue. So you can see I've already done a lot of work inside. The size of the van is going to be able to fit just about everything that I have planned on. Of course, we'll go into more detail on that in later videos. One thing that I like about it is the interior is really nice. It's got everything like a passenger car would have. It's even got heated seats, but this got 2 DC ports in the front, which will come in handy for powering stuff and keeping things charged when I'm driving. Another feature that I was happy to find, I'd been wondering what kind of cargo rack that I would have installed, and turns out this one has a great one already there that the previous owner had put on, and I imagine there's nothing I can't figure out some way to strap on the top of this van. So that'll be great for carrying extra cargo toys. I've got a kayak I might start using again, who knows. But I think this is gonna fill every need that I have for the next few years. So I'm really excited and happy to get started on the build. I'll update you really soon on what I've done so far and what I plan to do and the thought process that has gone into this. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you'll tune in to more videos in the future as I show how this thing is built.